Now in each video I'm gonna show how to use a different extension inside the extension pack. Please consider supporting me on Patreon if you think this work is important. So basically what I'm trying to do is use a lot of free tools like Google Maps and Google API Elevation and all sorts of other tools that can be used everywhere in the world, basically. And even if you don't have access to a lot of high-tech tools like drones and aerial footage or money to measure your plot and things like that, you can still design a permaculture site with the tools ahead. You also can implement, I will show this in the future, how can you implement some of the tools if you have it, like if you have a drone and you want to do aerial footage, how can you implement that inside? But for now, we're gonna address the issue, the designing a plot, or basically setting the basic data of a permaculture site without any high-tech or proprietary tools. So for that, I'm gonna use, for start, the Google Map. I really don't think I need to show you how to access Google Maps. Just write in Google Maps and then find your site. It's not my site. I can design anything right now, even if it's not mine, because it's based on aerial footage that Google took, that Google used. So I'm gonna point, let's say this is my plot, some semi-rectangle inside, like this polygon, and I'm gonna use the center of it as the center point. So this is the latitude and longitude of it. So I'm going to copy it and go to Inkscape. And then on the extension, I'm going to open landscape, primary data. And here it's going to ask me some questions. For now, it will evolve in time. For now, what will be the width and the height of the document? I'm going to leave it in 500 millimeters. This is 50 centimeters. One of the issue I'm addressing here is that the photo that comes from Google Maps is a square, so we need the document to be a square. And why 50 centimeters? Because if I want to print it and use it as a map for the actual work that we're going to do when we are developing the site, it can be like a large map that has a lot of resolution. And this is because this is a vector drawing software. And I'm not going to explain right now what is a vector drawing software, but you can look it up. And it gives us the power to design to the most specific details without losing the overall view. So I'm going to leave it like 500 millimeters on 500 millimeters. And the latitude is the first number, and the longitude is the second number. And now I have to choose. Zoom level, it's most of the time it's 17 or 18. This is zoom levels of Google Maps. I'm going to try 18. If it's not going to work, I'm going to go back to 17. What I mean by not going to work, if the plot not covered by the document, you need to go out. So I'm going to apply it, and then it's going to think a little bit. Okay, it says, okay, I got the metadata and the zoom level. The primary data is finished. You can see that document is a lot bigger and is a square. And now for me to create the base map, I need to go to the second extension. And why I separated those? Because if you want an aerial footage, now it's the right time to put it. But because we don't have aerial footage now, so I'm going to use base map. And this is just requesting the map from Google Maps. Apply. Okay, so you can see it's not inside. If I'm going to go back to the map, it didn't took all of the plot, so I'm going to zoom out. How I'm going to do it? I'm going to go back. I'm going to Control-Z, another Control-Z, extension, landscape, primary data. I'm going to choose 17, apply. It's going to say that the zoom level now is 17. And now, landscape base map, it's going to give me the base map in the center. And now you can see the plot is taking most of the document, and this is good. This is the first two steps to acquiring the base map and setting the primary data of the site. So we used the first extension and also the second. In the next video, I'm gonna do some work with elevations and site boundaries. Don't forget to support Landscape on Patreon and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. See you in the next videos.